What's going on? Freaking just sitting out here in the dark. Freaking just doing a little fishing. It's kind of weird, man. I realize this. It's like you gotta self-reflect sometimes. It's like you can't self-reflect on the river, or you can, but that mirror effect only comes from the still water. You know what I'm saying? In a way. And it's just like knowing yourself, dude, and being like, alright, I understand my shortcomings and whatnot that are not perfect, and also I have things that are out of my control, like genetics, like freaking ancestral memory. And, 1 minute I'll be lounging, like all lethargic and just like quiet, and then boom, all of a sudden I get the urge to go out into the nature, man, and just like observe things. And like, look, also I'll go on a foraging frenzy. I'll get firewood, I'll get clay, I'll go pick up a bunch of feathers for another project. I even salvage like stuff out of people's garbage. I know that's kind of like it can be considered humiliating, but not to me. It's just free materials for me to do my experiments with. Okay, like it's fulfilling, like in part to me. And this is the way Indians always was. They was with the seasons when the crops were coming out, like the apples were producing. Well, they were over there, man, collecting. When the berries were out, they were out collecting. When the salmon were running, they were out there waiting. It's like they were more like connected to the land and the seasons, okay? And I get that kind of feeling about myself sometimes. Ever since I started dabbling in it, and I'd been coming to maturity with certain like understandings about life, the meaning of life, like what is life, why is this way, that way. Well, it's obviously some kind of intelligent design, because it's just too freaking complicated to be random. You know what I'm saying? And even beyond that, with the synchronicities that happen from day to day. And when I listen to my intuition and when I don't, when I'm in conflict with myself, you know what I'm saying? It does happen sometimes. My heart, my mind are at war with each other, because whatever reason, the reason is, man, there's some kind of trigger, or there's some kind of cause and effect, action reaction type of a situation going on. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm a freaking spontaneous person, okay? So at one moment I might be doing this, but in another moment I'm totally focused on something else, or I have an epiphany. I'll have a creative streak hit me. And I know from experience, from my dabbles in life, that when it comes to creativity, when it hits, you got to go utilize it, like right away, because you do get writer's block or brain fog, or just like moments where nothing's clicking, and you got to be sensitive to these sort of things, man. And like, look, being out here, it's just like jogging. Like, I can hear my inner dialogue inside my head when I jog. Like, when all the noise goes away, all the distractions, and I'm focused on the end goal. For some reason, something happens with my brain, and I can hear I just heard something flapping around in the water over there. There might be a couple of my friends. I might be the man behind the curtain on that splish splash I was taking a bath situation right there. Because I got my own experiments, alright? Look, this natural scientist thing isn't a joke. It's real deal. Hands-on. Trial by fire. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you ain't got a group to participate with, do it by yourself. Look, that's the type of person I am. And it's like, look, you might question my motives or my operation, but look, it freaking is working a lot of the time. It's like it's on, like I'm tuned in, and it's kind of neat, and it can be fun, and just just the way everything was designed for us to interact with in such ways, man. It's just blows your freaking mind. Blows your mind. Like, look, if you dabble as deep as I've been dabbling with this natural stuff, you know what I'm saying? Without any formal freaking training, I've stumbled across a lot of different content, and I just got such a sort of a mind that I can, when you show me something, I can kind of like remember it and recall it and replicate it. You know what I'm saying? It's just I have a weird mind like that. So, and look, I'm not all in freaking like hypothetical philosophical land. No, I'm really doing it. I'm living it by example. So I used to be all sneaky, and I'm not sneaky. I'm just being me. Like I'm trying to be the real me as much as I can. And look, and the real me doesn't got it all figured out. I don't know jack shizzle. I have to go out there and search and find the info, find the technique, find the resources, find the something. It's just, look, I know a lot, but it's not enough to ever be content. And you always got to keep striving for more. And that's what makes you good, is that you're never necessarily satisfied with. It's like, I know if I went this far, I can go a little farther. And look, it's okay. It's okay to be hungry for it, and just don't settle for the mediocrity. Like, go hard at something and do it. And that's what I like about all this stuff, man. Is like, look, I don't need nobody to hold my hand through it. I can just bull in a china shop my way through it if I need to. But look, the more you learn, it gives you a little bit more necessarily like finesse about it. And it's best not to kick up a lot of dust, because you'll give away your position to the haters. You know what I'm saying? And hey, wanting to pursue this when this was totally like frowned upon just so many years ago, and it was discouraged big time. And there's just a lot to this, man, that can help heal humanity to some extent by reconnecting with nature and your environment and with people and with yourself. It's very beneficial. It's freaking therapy, and it is empowering and freeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even joking. Freaking, in a way, I know it's kind of generic. It's not mundane though. See, they've made everything so construct and materialistic and artificial that like stuff like that would seem mundane to regular people, but it's just life, man. And it's like, you never forget where you came from. You gotta stay grounded by having roots. See, you just can't make it up as you go. You gotta just let it be as it is and just roll with it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like, I don't know, man. There's always room for improvement. There's always something that you don't know. Something you ain't found yet. Something you ain't accomplished. There's always something to keep you motivated through the journey. In the journeying, in the process, dude, you learn shit by accident, just by participating and observing creation, observing also the intervention of synthetic things like the Matrix, so to speak. Like, look, you can unplug from that kind of and plug in to the animal internet that existed before the Matrix. But there's always been, the Matrix has always been, it used to be in the minds of people, but now the Matrix has come to life through holograms and technology and AI stuff and spyware, basically. It's by doing so much with nature, you can understand that. You got that forest in the trees sort of perspective where you could see the difference between the artificial and the real, the synthetic and the you can spot out something that belongs there, and you can spot out something that doesn't, that's odd, that's strange. You know what I'm saying? Or kind of like those there's freaking 5G towers that are disguised as trees at certain parts in town, but when you drive by it, it looks wretched. It looks freaking wretched and horrific. You know what I'm saying? But they're just trying to desensitize us to it all. You know what I'm saying? But when you're attached to your environment and you scope it like that from season to season, you know the times that certain stuff goes down, there's no way to miss something like that. It's like an eyesore. It's like, ugh, I want to puke. Is there anywhere that these psychic energy vampire molesters have tainted the scenery with their freaking authoritarian freaking narcissism and their statism and all that, dude? And it's convenient for them and freaking bad for us. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't know, you just got to make it work for you if you choose to walk that path of being connected and being a natural scientist and like a native and a man or woman of the seasons who knows the patterns and the timing of things, and you know how to move around and capitalize on all the sequences. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I think people should strive for that, to be so learned and instructed, and just that you could and then go teach the next generation. You know what I'm saying? And never break that chain of that connection. And then they have really artificialized and matrixed out a brave new Terminatrix in 1984 of a situation we got going on in life at the moment. But look, there's pockets of there's enough there that you can kind of circumvent the illusion that they're casting. You can break out of that cybernetic, energetic, synthetic matrix system for a minute. You can still do it, but you just got to train yourself to know when and where and how. You know what I'm saying? It does a little bit of research, but with a little bit of research, and it's just basically all about do your own experiments and your own research, and just look. Never think you know it all, and just keep asking questions, and just keep on keeping on, and look, and eventually, I believe someone has the same spirit. They will get closer to where they want to be. But to be where you would like to be is impossible. I mean, we should strive to such things in a way. Reasonably. Not delusionally. But like, look. You should always strive to top yourself, be in competition with yourself, be in competition with this game of life, which is like a puzzle and a freaking, you gotta put the pieces together, man, and you gotta want it, you gotta work at it, and you can chip holes in the illusion and gain nuggets of awesomeness. You know what I'm saying? From just dabbling and studying and all that. But anyway, much love, God bless, safe travels, until next time, peace.